So this time I'm afraid I got a bit carried away with showing you video from the Whittlesea Straw Bear Festival, which was last Saturday. We went last year and I did put some last year in the video, so I thought I'll just put a tiny little bit in this time so it's not too samey. But unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on if you like strange folk customs and Morris dancing and so on, I have I have found myself putting in more than I thought. I've cut it down hugely, I must say. I've really, really cut it down, but you can always skim over it if it's not your thing. There are things before it and there are things after it. So, but it was, as you'll probably, if you're sort of been following the old shop for a while, I'm sure you'll understand why I found it so fascinating and enjoyed the day so much. So there's that. We've also got a little tour in the back garden, just looking for the first signs of spring when it comes to flowers. And I popped down to Dancing Bear Wood as well, which you'll also see. And also the little winter tree has just reached the end of its seasonal time here on the kitchen table. So I'm just have a last little look at that as well. So anyway, I send you greetings from a rather chilly Norfolk today, and I hope you're having a lovely cosy time wherever you are, and as finding joys in the season. And look forward to hopefully your company again next time.
I've just come out into the very bedraggled back garden after we've had all the snow and frost, and everything has now, it's all melted, but there's been lots of rain since then, so it's all very soggy as well. Now what I wanted to do was to come out and see whether there are any shoots of snowdrops coming up yet, because I know that there are some snowdrops that I've actually planted in the garden, and some aconites that came with them where I found the snowdrops and brought them with me. So I thought we'd have a little look, because it's so heartening to see those first signs of spring. And actually the first thing I can see isn't snowdrops or aconites, but we have got here the leaves of, I'm assuming, daffodils coming up here. Now the daffodils in this garden don't always actually have flowers on, a lot of them are blind, but it's still nice to see the shoots coming up, because it's just it's one of those signs we always look for. And when I was a child, not so much the daffodils, but definitely the aconites and snowdrops. We had a big garden, quite a wild garden when I was a child, or much of it was, and I used to love going out on my own into the garden early in the morning to see whether the bulbs had come up and whether the first flowers were showing. That's a real strong childhood memory for me. There's some more leaves down here, and some of these I think are snowdrops, but they've got a long way to go yet. I think these might be. But there's no sign of any flowers or anything like that, which you can't really blame them. Another little clump here. Now, I'm pretty sure I'm sure these are snowdrops, in fact. So just lovely to see. She said, just looking up. Wait a second, do I come around here? I can see a little bit of yellow, and it is. Look, oh, among all these dead leaves, the first aconite with its little frilly ruff of green leaves. What a memory for me this is. And aconites under our big elm tree we had in the garden until Dutch elm disease felled it. Oh, I suppose it had to be felled. I don't actually remember what happened apart from it went. I was only a child at the time, but I do have very strong memories of the aconites and how joyful it was to see them there. And I haven't seen any more snowdrops, but I've just seen this, and this is a little clump of primroses. So I hadn't even thought about the primroses coming up, but that's what they are. So yes, it's very exciting. There's all these little signs, little clues that we are going to have spring again. And there's some more flowers down here. So that's nice. That's nice to have cheering things up, a few flowers. And although it's very choked with old bindweed, which we should ignore for now, there's also a rather lovely flowering viburnum here. It's a nice, oh, it's actually very fragrant as well. I can smell it from here. So that's, again, well, I really can. It's a really good plant to have if you want a bit of winter fragrance. I know I'm not keeping it in the best possible way, but I hope you can get an idea of what a lovely shrub it is. And before I go in, just really one of the only other flowers in the garden is the periwinkle, which I'm sure if you've been watching the old shop for a while, you'll know has just run riot from a tiny little strand that I found in the woods and sort of laid on the ground to see if it would root. It's yes, it's sort of, oh, it loves it here. But also you do get some flowers all year round, it seems, which is a lovely colour. So I'm never disappointed to see those. And I love the name of it as well, its common name being sorcerer's violet. And yes, I have a feeling it won't be long before there's more to see out here. I hope those snowdrops will soon start to show little greeny white heads, and then their bells will come tumbling down, ringing joyfully for the spring.
gentlemen, this stuff too sophisticated even for the bear. Okay. Cross over. Repeat. We know what's the bear anyway. Cross over again.
Commemorates the age of austerity when the Navy had to introduce a much smaller size submarine. And so the crew were very small. And this dance is dedicated to them. Ladies and gentlemen, crew cut.
Whistle, hear me shout, tip me up and pour me out.
I'm going to take down the little winter tree today, so I thought you might like to see it first for the last time. It's got its 12th night, what I think of as its 12th night attire on it, with the Amaryllis, which is very much like our Norfolk I, which is a similar kind of spirit horse with a horse skull for a head. And down at the base, if I just move something here, you can see the other my other Amaryllis things, but also added to that, just from last weekend, are some mementos of the Straw Bear Festival at Whittlesea. So there's some straw that was dropped from the bear, really special, and there's also a Whittlesea Straw Bear badge. They have a new one every year. So some of the people who are there, but also especially some of the people in the Morris and Molly sides, have got lots and lots of badges adorning their garments and hats, because they've been so many times to the Straw Bear Festival. We also got a couple of little badges from, I'm dropping it, from one of the Molly sides, which was called Pigstyke. And you do get a glimpse of them on the video. They're the black and white ones. So that's it. There's the last little glimpse, and got a white candle burning. And I've still got the little wolf globe. I don't know whether to take that in or not, because it's wolves are actually well associated with St. Bridget, and of course it's going to be St. Bridget's Day on the 1st of February. So I might leave it up, or I might decide really this wolf is part of the Christmas celebrations and might be packed away till next year. The last thing I've got on the table, just for completion, is this little clump of snowdrops that I've planted out into this pot. This pot's actually a tea light holder, but as soon as I saw it, I thought, I think it would look beautiful with snowdrops in. And I've been in my mind ever since I've had this this container to wait for the snowdrops to be about to come out, and then do exactly what I've done. I sorted that out yesterday, and I'm really pleased with it. And I had a red candlestick out for Christmas time, but now the white one seems more appropriate for Candlemas. Oh, and the other thing that I meant to show you and didn't was the tarot card that I drew this morning. I sometimes like to do this just to, I don't know, see what ideas come from seeing it in connection with life at the moment. And this one is the Page of Stones, which is something to do with new beginnings. And it's got the wren in a kind of hollow or cave. You can just see another little bird peeping out, and that is a goldcrest, which they're both tiny birds. The goldcrest is obviously a hidden goldcrest, and it's very brightly coloured. So I'll leave you to wonder what that might mean, and also whether it has any relevance for you as well. I was just having a walk down the lane, and I was just going past the entrance to this little footpath here through Dancing Bear Wood, and I thought I saw a little bit of white. I could hardly believe my eyes, really, because in the garden there's not really any sign of the snowdrops yet, apart from some potential little green spikes, but nothing resembling stalks or flowers. And here, they are often early here, but here's a lot of at least buds of snowdrops, and a few of them are more or less in flower. I'll see if I can find one which is opening up. Yes, here's one. Not completely open yet, but it's very much getting there. And you can see what a lovely, lovely sight it's going to be when they are all open. They're more advanced on this side of the path. But on the other side, I can see lots. I'll just see if I can come around and show you. Lots and lots of green spikes. So I think it's going, if they all do flower, it's going to be a beautiful sight. Can you see all those bluey green spikes through the greener kind of colour of the moss? And they've got little tiny suggestions of buds on the top like this. So they're a little way off yet, but you know, if we get a few sunny days, not like today, I must admit, but a few sunny days, and I think we'll see lots of difference. So I realise I haven't shown you the progress of the Amaryllis, and I think you'll be quite astounded. Wait for this. just got to climb on the back of the sofa to show you because it's behind there. But just look how tall it is. Since we last had a look together, it's right up here. And although it's not flowering yet, you can actually see really clearly where the flower is going to come out. And I'm sure by the time I do another video, there'll be a, well, hopefully beautiful white flower to show you. But I thought we ought to look at the progress in between. There it is. I can't even get it all in my picture. Here we are. It's so tall.